Yeah, I'm good. Okay. So I don't like the beach at all. I don't like the sand. Yeah. I like the mountains. I lived in Seattle for a couple years because I like gray, cold days. And partially it's because of how pale-skinned I am. Just the sun and we just don't mix well together. But my family has a house down at the Jersey Shore, and so they wanted us all to get together. We go down there, and I'm the first one, and I'm excited because it's cold, it's gray. I can go down to the beach and not be super hot and be worried about the sun. I go down and I'm reading for about, 30 minutes at 10 in the morning. And again, because of how afraid of the sun I am, I'm very cautious about wearing sunscreen all the time. But I'm not that worried because it's cloudy and 60 degrees, and I'm wearing shorts, and I'm laying on my stomach reading. And it ends up raining that day, and we all end up in the house, and everyone's just kind of sitting around. And by the end of the night, the backs of my legs are pretty red, and we're figured out, okay, I've got a pretty bad sunburn to the point where I can't really walk. I luckily was wearing I bought my first string bikini that summer, and that was the only way I could go to the bathroom was to untie it from the sides because I couldn't have anything touch the backs of my legs, and I would kind of waddle. So yeah, so there I am waddling, and I'm upset, and everybody's drinking, and I'm doing that, and it's making it worse. And so I wake up the next morning, and now they're purple, and they're like 3 times the size that regular legs should be. And everyone's like, wow, that's a really bad sunburn. And everyone just goes to the beach, and I'm still at the house, like laying on my stomach, because that's all I can do, and waddling to the bathroom in my string bikini. So this goes on for 2 more days, until finally my mom goes, all right, we need to find out what's going on. And so we're on Long Beach Island, so it's not like there's a nearby hospital or doctor right there. So she decides to go to the pharmacy to ask someone with medical experience what might be happening. So she tells them what's going on, and they ask if I'm on any medication, and she says, yes, I just started this medication a couple months ago. And they said, well, there's this one side effect that, it results in kind of like extreme sun sensitivity, but less than 1% of people who go on this take that. Like, that's probably not it. It's probably just, either really bad sunburn or sun poisoning. So my mom, knowing that I'm always the 1%, takes me, we know right away it's gotta be this. So she takes me to my doctor, which is, it felt like a 3-hour drive because I can't sit with the backs of my legs touching. So I've got my feet up and I'm crying, and we drive to Flemington, New Jersey, so however far that was. We get to my doctor, she looks at me, and I'm expecting her to say, yes, this is the medication, and she says, it could be that, it could be sun poisoning, or you could have this really bad rash that can kill you, and that's all I remember about it because I was 20 and I'm crying and I'm at my pediatrician's, and so I'm embarrassed and I'm wearing my string bikini still, and it's really, really bad. And so we decide to go to the hospital, and they take me to Rutgers University Hospital, so it's a teaching hospital. So you don't just get one doctor's opinion, you get all of their little minion students that come by them every day. So I'm there for 4 days. Now, what makes this even more fun and more humiliating is that because I'm 20, and I just came from my pediatrician's office, they put me on the pediatric unit. So I'm laying on my stomach, and I'm laying on my stomach because that's all I can do, and their treatment for me, other than giving me morphine, was to just put gauze on the backs of my legs and then douse me with salt water. Yeah, so that meant I was laying in a wet bed for 4 days on a pediatric unit, surrounded by screaming children, while doctors would come in every day and just look at me and go, man, next time I bet you'll wear sunscreen. I guess you learned your lesson this time, huh? So finally, and that was usually when I'd start screaming because the morphine made me itchy and bitchy, and I wanted the students out of the room. So 4 days of this go by, I finally go home, I go back to my doctor that's prescribed me the medication, and we find out, yes, in fact, that really is the cause of this. I had extreme sun sensitivity. My mom goes out and buys me clothing from LL Bean that has like SPF 40 woven into it, and really big hats, and like I won't go outside for, you know, like another year because I'm afraid of the sun. I have an umbrella. It's really embarrassing. So I'm not on that anymore. I can go out in the sun now. I still wear sunscreen. But yeah, I guess if there is a moral to the story, it's just there were just way too many opinions in there, and you just got to go with your gut. And I knew I was at less than 1%. And yeah, so we'll never do that again.